Don't tell me we have to review this shit again. Okay, I agreed to do the Superman reviews. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel of Epictastic Joshua, continuing the Superman review project. And we have reached the one that killed the freaking franchise for about 20 plus years until Superman returns. Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, or The Quest Who Killed the Freaking Franchise. This is directed by Sidney J. Furie. This is written by Lawrence Connor and Mark Rosenthal from a story by these two and Christopher Reeve. Stars Christopher Lee Reeve in his final film appearance. Gene Hackman, Jackie Cooper, Mark McClure, John Cryer, Jim Broadbent, Sam Wanamaker, Mara Hemingway, and Margot Kidder. This was the fourth or fifth movie in the franchise, and this is the first film not to have the Salkinds' involvement.
This is me being reasonable.
The premise of this movie is that we have Superman, and what happens is, in this film, Superman is seeing the US and the Soviet Union are engaged in a nuclear arms race that could lead to Earth's destruction. Superman decides to go there and he must take action. And so he collects all of the nuclear warheads from the world and throws them into outer space. Meanwhile, Superman's nemesis, Lex Luthor, has broken out of a prison with a new scheme. And so he clones Superman with radioactive material to create Nuclear Man.
I'm not making this shit up. This is the premise of this movie.
What the fuck is this?
It's no secret that this is the worst movie of the entire Superman franchise. It's one of the worst DC movies ever, and it's one of the worst films and comic book movies to ever have graced the screen. There's a reason why this movie is so received negatively from critics and fans. And during the movie's production, the Cannon Group pretty much was not having a good time. They were suffering a major financial crisis that forced major budget cuts. And 45 minutes of that footage, deleted scenes were cut after negative test screenings. But also Christopher Reeve, he did not want to do another Superman movie, but he agreed to do it under the condition he had some creative control and a large salary, where he contributed for nuclear disarmament in this story. And even they wanted to get people like Richard Donner to come back and Wes Craven, and they didn't want to do it because Wes Craven did not get along. They wanted Ron Howard, and then Sidney J. Furie got hired. And even Christopher Reeve has called this movie out in an autobiography called Still Me. Rewatching this, I was hoping it would at least be campy fun, or at least a hilariously bad movie. Nope, without the shadow of a doubt, by a landslide, by a country mile, this is the worst Superman film I've seen to date. You can say what you want about the Supergirl movie, you can say what you want about the new movie even before it comes out unfairly. You can say what you want about Superman 3, Man of Steel, or BVS, Superman Returns, or any of that. They did not have these stupid bullshit and much stupid crap that they put and feel like an utter embarrassment to Superman and his name like this movie did.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to waste any more time getting into this because I don't want this to be an hour and a half long. I just want to get this one over with. Positives, I'll admit, I'm only saying these few positives because there are something nice to say. The movie has a good story that is well intentioned here about Superman and nuclear bombs and nuclear war. I actually like that premise. I feel like if it was a better director and a much better movie with more money put into it, this could have actually went somewhere. Alexander Kurz and John Williams here. The score is still fine for what is given. There are some hilariously laughs here where I can laugh not unintentionally. I'll say this. Christopher Reeve is last appearance of Superman, which this is a horrible and devastating way to go out and to blow to see him in his Superman reign here because of his horseback accident and tragic passing. I'll say he still does a good job in the role, and he is really trying. So is Margot Kidder and Gene Hackman, which is good to see those two back. Jackie Cooper, Mark McClure, Jim Broadbent, Jen Carr, and Sam Wanamaker, and even Mariel Hemingway, they all try their best to make this somewhat plausible. I can, at points, try and enjoy this as a comedy whenever Nuclear Man starts talking.
And as much as I hate this movie, I will give the girls the props. Mariel Hemingway and Margot Kidder, may she rest in peace. As their characters, not much to work with in terms of script or characterization, but they are still lovely and beautiful to watch. So there's that.
Damn, I was hoping you wouldn't catch that. I could have had a lot of fun with that one.
Yes! Yes!
And you know this, man!
That's pretty much all I have for positives, because there is not one single fucking thing else positive about this movie. Let's just get into the negatives. This is without a doubt one of the most laziest, incompetent, boring, pathetic, lazy excuses of a freaking screenplay I have ever seen here. The script in this movie is so bad, and it is not very good. It's not a very good script. Again, it feels studio interfered, and that's the biggest insult when it comes to it, because a lot of this movie just does not feel like a complete film. Even if you put the extra 45 minutes back into it, and if it was better, even if you did not have the budget cuts that you did, this movie still would have suffered from all of the horrible, lazy stupidity that you have in here. There are scenes in this movie where the green screen is called terrible.
What the hell is this?
It is awful, man. There is a hodgepodge of bullshit here. Terrible story threads which goes absolutely nowhere and doesn't really feel that interesting in the first place. The effects which did not show up on screen whatsoever, and the problem that these effects have, and which is so terrible, which the first film had a way bigger budget, $54 million for 1978, and those effects still look awesome to this day. Call them dated if you will, but those effects still is groundbreaking for the time. Whereas this particular thing, wow, no. Oh my god, the effects here looks really bad here. They use the same exact shot over and over and over again of Superman just flying on his little...
It's the same. How lazy can you get with this? It's like, wow, you really took a detour there.
It's a good thing I'm able to just get this out and yell in my normal voice, because the first time I did it, we had this in one of my videos of Superman 4.
This movie is horrible. I did not like it. This movie was embarrassing to sit through. This movie is bad. This is just a stupid, mediocre, best film. I don't like this movie, Superman 4.
Embarrassing how bad these effects are, man. Like, seriously, this is a pathetic excuse for a Superman film, man. Canon Films, if you did not have the money to do the effects, you should have given Superman to someone else who that actually would do it. Because these effects are not good, it's bland, it looks very embarrassing, and it just feels like extremely gross, man.
Bullshit! That is bullshit!
How could you? You are a pathetic motherfucker.
Not only that, the cheap budget here is displayed all over screen, and it's fairly evident where the budget cuts is. Yeah, this is pretty much a money laundering scheme, a money laundering monster for Canon Films, and you can definitely see where the money laundering is, because it's like, wow, you really screwed the pooch here, and it's not in a good way. These effects are horrible. The directing is horrible here, and I mean no disrespect to the director, but you don't have jack shit to work with when it comes to the script. The characters are terrible here. The way they portray these characters here is edited. It's so disjointed. It's so mismatched. It's so piss poor and lazy here. Not to mention, this movie has one of the worst freaking villains in film history in the case of Nuclear Man.
Bobby, what have you done? Why?
I couldn't make this shit up. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. I'm sad that I lack the talent to make this shit up. What? What the fuck?
This villain is terrible. He's abysmal, and he's just not a very strong villain. Like, my God. Like, and the sad thing is, this guy is not even an actor. You just put Gene Hackman's face, his voice, all over Mark Pillow's acting credits to cover up that he's a terrible performance in here. And it's just scratching him with the nails. What the hell was that? No.
Musk?
No.
Don't even get me started on how bad the Superman suit looks. It doesn't look anything as good as it did in the first three movies, or even Superman Returns, or Man of Steel, or this new movie, and y'all people are easily trying to be divided on the new film. The biggest negative again, while it's nice to see Lois Lane back, it's nice to see Lex Luthor back, they have nothing to do in this movie. None of the original characters from the first three movies had nothing to do. And on top of that, the way you try to do the love story and recreate that magic from the first film is severely bad, man. The portrayal here, the amnesia kiss, again.
Bullshit! That is bullshit!
Come on, man. Damn.
Bullshit. That's how I feel. Total fucking bullshit.
Red flag!
Did you not learn any damn thing from Superman 2? The amnesia kiss does not work. I don't care if it was in the comics. I don't care if there was excuses there. It just doesn't work. Not for a film. God, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. You know the grade I'm going to give this. So, get out of my face, Superman 4, for being a stupid, horrible piece of shit conclusion to the Christopher Reeve era, a terrible piece of crap superhero film that literally doesn't even try. Literally took the character of Superman, showed how pathetic this was and how bad this was, that it killed Superman for the longest part of 20 some odd years until Superman Returns. And all this big guy was related to was TV shows, live action and animation, and the direct-to-DVD animated stuff. It's a shame. It's a damn shame this had to be Christopher Reeve's last movie. But we have up to other solo Superman films while people are divided on. I much prefer them to this. And shows why I like the character the way I do. Even if it's different tones and people hate those movies too. And if the 2020, I dare you, if this new movie is as bad as this, we are in some deep trouble, especially with Green Lantern's involvement and such. But I have the extreme confidence that it won't be as bad as this. You know the grade. This movie can get out of my face. I don't want to talk about this movie anymore, because if I go on for an extra couple minutes, I'm going to lose my shit. So, in the comment section down below, what did you guys think of Superman 4? Do you hate this on the same level? Do you actually legit like this movie? I'm curious. In the comment section down below, be sure to like the video, comment, share, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. We're almost at 3,000 subscribers here. Also, if you like to send me any money to my Cash App or Chimes, you can do that as well. Also, my social media links to the description box down below. And if you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, give it a 5-star review. So with that being said, stay epitastic, join the epitasticness, and you guys keep it.
Well, that's going to do it for the video that you just watched. If you want to see more, my channel icon is up here. If you want to see more content from me, all my social medias are right here in this end card. I will also leave a playlist and a video here for you to see what the channel is about. As always, acknowledge me, stay epitastic, join the epitasticness, and you guys keep it cool.